Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Embossy Punch Bunch collaboration. Say that 10 times fast. Let me start out with saying Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, and I hope you have a great day. And this week, I actually made a couple of cards and some embellishments again. I seem to love making embellishments. So let me show you what items I have used as far as my punches and my embossing folder. The first punch that I use is this one here from Martha Stewart, the scallop. I'm not entirely sure what it's called. I think it's really pretty. And of course I have the old style one and it's getting a little worn out, but I used this. And then I also brought out my heart punch that I just got not too long ago. I know I really love this punch. And then I also pulled out my butterfly punch. I don't have a project, but I'm going to show you what I did with this. But I am going to be making some embellishments that I used this punch on. And then the embossing folder that I used this week is this one here from Doris. It is the cherry blossom, and I labeled the back of my embossing folder so I knew what it was going to be. And I really love this embossing folder. It's really pretty. So let me show you the projects that I have done. The first project is the embellishments, and I made these beautiful heart embellishments. And I absolutely love these. And I used up a paper pad that I was trying to kill in the last collaboration, the Thrifty Penny and Scraps collab. And this was some of the scraps left over from that paper pad. And the paper pad, I actually used it on a project, which I will show at a later time. But these are the embellishments I created. I absolutely love them. And they each have a word bead. And of course I used scraps from my little scrap bin. So there's 4 of them. And what I did was I punched out some of this craft cardstock and layered like 2 or 3 and then punched out the pattern paper. And of course, is it going to focus? Probably not. I don't understand my camera why it doesn't. It's supposed to be autofocus. Oh, there it goes. And these are the other 4. And like I said, I used scraps. Come on. I don't know. I don't know why it's so fuzzy. But there's those. So those are the embellishments that I made with the heart punch. And then with the butterfly punch, what I did was I punched out a bunch of the butterflies. And I'm going to make little embellishments with these. So that was kind of fun. And that embellishment is going to be on the project that I'm going to show at a later time. So let me show you the 2 cards that I made. And what I did was I made some Mother's Day cards. Of course, with Mother's Day being today. So here's the first one. I absolutely love the way it turned out. I just wanted something simple and pretty. So what I did was I used some cardstock and just made my card base A2 size. Then I took a piece of just white Recollections cardstock and I ran it through my Big Shot with the embossing folder. And then I took some Distress ink, which is this one here, which is Victorian Velvet, which kind of matched the cardstock. And I took my Tim Holtz tool and I just rubbed over the embossed parts, and it made the cherry blossoms stand out. And then in the center of each one of the cherry blossoms is a little sparkle. I used some stickles. And then I made the Happy Mother's Day banner on my printer, printed it out. and a very simple, very elegant looking little card. Absolutely love the way it turned out. And then the second card, again, I used the embossing folder. And this one is a little bit darker with the ink on the raised emboss part. And then I have the stickles in the middle of the flowers, and then my Happy Mother's Day banner. And then this is where I used the Martha Stewart punch along the edge just to give it a little detail. And again, I used the same cardstock, and it's an A2 size card. And the inside of these is just plain. I'm just going to put a piece of white cardstock on the inside with my sentiment or a little note on the inside of that. So this is what I have created this week for this collaboration. And I hope you enjoyed what I have created. And I hope you give it a try. And hopefully I'll have... And I want to thank you for stopping by this this episode of this collaboration. I'm sorry I'm tongue-tied. It's just one of them days. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not getting enough sleep. And I want to thank Poetspice for doing this collaboration. I'm having a lot of fun pulling out the punches and the embossing folders and finding different ways of using them. So I will link everybody's channels that is in the collaboration in the description box below. And I hope everybody has a wonderful Mother's Day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.